So, how does China build so many machines at such low cost and still keeps them running fast and strong? Well, the answer lies in one word: automation. Today, we're taking you inside a world that's changing fast. Not long ago, people called China the world's factory because it made everything from toys to tools. But now, China isn't just building products. It's building smart machines that build other machines. Factories across China are now filled with high-tech robots, AI systems, and cobots. Those are robots that work side by side with humans. And the result? Faster work, lower costs, and fewer mistakes. Let's start with a visit to one of China's smart factories. Inside, the lights are dim because robots don't need bright lights to see. Everything moves smoothly. A robotic arm lifts a steel frame and gently places it on a platform. Another machine starts welding it with perfect sparks flying in every direction. No shouting, no rushing, just quiet, fast, non-stop work. And every 20 seconds, something new happens. A machine finishes building one part. A camera checks for errors. A robot rolls out a finished product. It's like watching a perfect machine orchestra. But what makes this possible? The answer is AI, artificial intelligence. These robots don't just follow basic commands. They learn from data. They know how to work faster each day. If a part isn't aligned properly, they adjust on the spot. If a tool is wearing out, they alert the system before it breaks. This means less downtime. And less downtime means more machines built at lower costs. Next, we enter the MES Center, that stands for Manufacturing Execution System. Think of it as the brain of the factory. It tracks everything. Which robot is running, how long it takes to make one machine. If something goes wrong, the MES sends a message and reroutes the task to another robot in seconds. Factories that used to need hundreds of workers now only need a small team to manage the systems. These workers don't lift or weld, they guide, watch, and improve. Now let's talk about something called cobots. These collaborative robots are changing the game. Instead of replacing workers, they work with them. A human places a part. The cobot screws it in. Another human checks it. The cobot lifts it to the next station. This teamwork makes the job safer and faster. And here's something cool. Some of these factories even run at night with no humans at all. They call them lights-out factories because they literally turn off the lights. The machines keep going. The MES system keeps watching. And by morning, dozens or even hundreds of new machines are ready. But how do they keep these machines so cheap? It's not just because of robots. It's because China has built a complete system, from design to delivery, that works like one big machine. Every factory is connected to a network of suppliers, software systems, and shipping services. And this system runs like clockwork. Let's break it down. First, the design teams use digital tools to plan every machine part. Instead of sketching with pencils, they use 3D software that shows how the parts will fit and move. Once the design is ready, it's sent straight to the machines. No printing, no waiting. Next, smart inventory systems keep track of materials. These systems know exactly how many screws, bolts, or frames are in stock. If something is running low, it sends an order right away. No delays, no waste. Then comes the production floor, where machines do most of the heavy lifting. They cut, shape, drill, weld, and assemble, all with robotic precision. One machine even uses computer vision to check if holes are in the right place. If they're even a millimeter off, it fixes the problem immediately. This whole process is watched over by engineers sitting in front of screens. They don't wear gloves or helmets. They wear headsets and use tablets. They're watching data, not doing manual work, and the data never stops flowing. Every robot, every tool, every part is sending data to the cloud. Engineers use this data to ask important questions. How long does each task take? Where can we speed things up? What steps are costing too much? This constant learning helps China's factories build faster, better, and cheaper every day. But there's more. China is also building special zones called smart manufacturing hubs. These hubs are full of factories that share data and resources. One factory might build motors, another builds frames, and a third assembles them into finished machines. This teamwork reduces costs because no one has to do everything alone. Now imagine this. A small business owner wants to build 100 machines. In the past, This would take months. Today, with smart automation, the order is accepted, designed, built, tested, and shipped in just a few weeks. That's how China stays ahead in global manufacturing. Another reason is cost control. Machines don't need breaks, salaries, or holidays. They work 24/7, reducing labor costs. And with fewer errors, there's less waste. That means factories can charge lower prices and still make profits. Even shipping is faster and smarter. Once a machine is packed, an automated system updates the delivery truck. GPS trackers follow the shipment from the warehouse to the customer's door. Everything is connected. From the first bolt to the final box, automation is in control. But even with all this technology, one thing hasn't changed: China's drive to improve. Engineers are always testing new methods. They're adding better sensors, using more advanced AI, and trying green energy solutions like solar panels and energy-saving machines. Some factories now run partly on wind and solar power, which lowers electricity bills and helps the environment. They're even using digital twins, just like Mercedes, to make virtual copies of each machine. This helps fix problems before they happen and allows faster upgrades without stopping the factory. One engineer can test a new part design on the digital twin, and if it works, the real machine is updated instantly. All of this leads to one goal: build more, spend less, and waste nothing. And that's the secret behind China's success. It's not just low-cost labor anymore. It's smart design, smart machines, and smart planning. Every wire, every screw, every box has a job. And every robot helps make it happen faster, cheaper, and better than ever before. From outside, it might look simple, but behind every affordable machine made in China, there's a powerful network of technology, data, and automation working together like a perfect puzzle. And now, you've seen how the puzzle fits. If you enjoyed this inside look at China's smart factories, imagine what's coming next. Will AI build entire cities? Will machines start designing themselves? If you want to see more hidden tech stories from around the world, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. What surprised you the most about how China builds machines? We've got more incredible videos coming up. Don't miss the future of innovation.